The village of Ile-Ife.
The sun rose over the small village of Ile-Ife, casting a warm glow over the thatched huts and bustling village square. The air was filled with sweet scent of ripe fruits and the sound of laughter in this peaceful village. A young boy named Ade lived with his father Babatunde. Ade, a curious 12 years old, loved playing with his friends and exploring the surrounding forest. He was known for his bravery and kind heart. Ade's days were filled with helping his father, a skilled woodcarver, and learning about Yoruba traditions. Today was a special day, the annual harvest festival. The villagers prepared for the grand celebration, decorating the square with colorful fire bricks and setting up stalls filled with delicious foods. Ade's stomach growled at the aroma of roasting maize and fresh fruits. As the villagers gathered, a wise and compassionate priestess named Iyabo arrived. Her presence commanded respect, and the villagers parted to let her through. Iyabo carried the sacred staff adorned with small bell and feathers. Iyabo approached the center of the village square, where a large ancient tree stood. She raised her staff, and the bells chimed softly. The villagers became quiet. And Iyabo says, "Great Orisha, we seek your guidance. Who among us will fulfill the ancient prophecy?" The villagers looked themselves around, wondering who would be chosen. A bright light enveloped Ade, and the villagers gasped. Babatunde, the father of Ade, beamed with pride and joy and says, "My son Ade, the gods have chosen him." Ade was confused. The prophecy, what do I have to do? Iyabo smiling on the other hand. Ade, you will defeat the dark sorcerer Ologbo and save our kingdom from his cruelty. Akinko, a strong and loyal 17-year-old warrior, stepped forward. Akinko says, "I will protect Ade with my life. We will defeat Ologbo together." The villagers all cheered and applauded and congratulated him. As the celebration continues, a dark figure watched and lurked in the dark. Ologbo, the powerful, hungry sorcerer, sneered and says to himself, "Foolish boy, you think you can defeat me? I will crush you and your village." Ologbo disappeared into the thick darkness. His presence was unnoticed by anyone in the village. Iyabo approached Ade and Akinko. "Ade, your journey begins now. You must learn the ways of the Yoruba warriors and the secrets of the ancient gods." Ade determined and says, "I am ready. Teach me, Iyabo." Iyabo smiled, handling Ade a small leather pouch. Iyabo says to Ade, "Solve the riddle inside the pouch. It will lead you to your first test." Ade opened the pouch, finding a cryptic message etched onto a small stone. And the riddle says, "The path of the setting sun, where shadows dance and brave hearts run. Seek the wisdom of the ancient ones in the heart of the forest, where secrets are won." Ade looked up at Akinko and Iyabo. Ade was excited and says, "Let's start our journey. We have a prophecy to fulfill." Ready to face the challenges ahead of them as the villagers cheered and the harvest festival continued. As the sun began to set, Ade, Akinko and Iyabo set out toward the forest. The air grew thick with anticipations. Ade determined and says, "We will surely defeat Ologbo and save our kingdom." Akinko also said confidently, "With courage and strength, we will overcome any obstacle." Iyabo wisely, remember Ade, the power of the gods is within you. Trust your heart and your instincts. The trio ventured into the unknown. Their destiny awaits. As night fell, the forest transformed into a realm of whispers. Trees creak and leaves rustle. Ade, Akinko, and Iyabo navigated through the darkness of the forest. Ade nervously says to Iyabo, "What's that noise?" Iyabo calmly replied, "The forest is testing your courage, Ade. Just stay focused." Suddenly, a glowing firefly appeared and lightened their path. The firefly led them to an ancient tree. The trunk of this tree was twisted with age. Iyabo touched the trunk. Iyabo felt it and says, "This tree holds the secret of our ancestors." Listen to its whisper, Ade. Place your ear against the trunk and let the trunk of the tree speak to you. The tree trunk spoke in low rumbling voice to Ade and says, "Ade, brave one, your heart is pure. To defeat Ologbo, seek the cave of courage, face your fears, and claim your rightful place. The gods will guide you through trials and darkness." Ade looked up in determination and burning within. As they approached the cave, a louder roar echoed from within. Akinko drew his sword. Akinko says to Ade, "Stand by me, Ade. I will protect you. We will face whatever lies ahead together." Iyabo handed a small sacred stone to Ade and says, "This stone will illuminate your path, Ade. Trust your instincts." Ade took a deep breath, ready to face his first test. Inside the cave emerges a giant spider from the shadows. Ade's heart pounded in fast fear. Ade bravely says to himself, "I won't stand down. I will defeat you." The spider launched. Its fangs snapping, Ade raised the sacred stone. The stone glowed brightly, blinding the spider. Ade and Akinko charged forward. The spider swiped its massive leg, but the duo dodged and waved. Out of bravery, Ade shouted, "Akinko, now!" Akinko struck the spider at a very vulnerable spot and the beast collapsed. Ade was excited. Iyabo, Akinko celebrated in victory. Ade realized his destiny was within reach and Ade shouted, "We did it! We passed the first test!" Iyabo smiled and says, "Well done, Ade. The gods are pleased. Your journey continues." As they exited the cave, the sun rose, casting a new light upon their path. Ade, Akinko, and Iyabo ventured deeper into the forest. Ready to face the challenges ahead, Ade determined, "We will defeat Ologbo and save our kingdom surely." The scene faded, leaving the trio fate uncertain. As the journey continued, as Ade, Akinko, and Iyabo emerged the forest of shadow, Iyabo journeyed deeper into the forest with the trio. The tree growing taller and darker, the air thickened with an eerie silence. Ade was nervous and says, "Iyabo, what's wrong? The forest feels strange and cold." Iyabo calmly replied to Ade, "We are approaching the forest of shadows. Stay alert, Ade." Suddenly, the tree seemed to shift, casting long and ominous shadows. From the darkness, figures emerged. The figures were all Ologbo's minions, with glowing red eyes. surrounded the trio, Akinko drew his sword out of courage and bravery. Ade, we will defend ourselves. Iyabo raised her staff, and the blinding light repelled the minions. The minions threatened, only to return with reinforcement as they retreated. Ade, Akinko and Iyabo fled, navigating through the treacherous forest. Ade began to breathe and says, "Where are we going?" Iyabo urgently replied him, "We are heading to the river of life. It is our only escape route." The minions also followed, and they were closing in. As they reached the riverbank, a small canoe awaited. Iyabo rushed and motioned for Ade and Akinko to board on the canoe. Iyabo swiftly rowed. "The minions won't cross the river," says Ade. Akinko rowed fiercely, the canoe surging forward. Ologbo's minion lined the riverbank, hurting spears and arrows. Ade and Akinko dodged, while Iyabo deflected projectiles with her staffs. The canoe approached a breathtaking waterfall. Iyabo pointed to a hidden cave behind the falls, shouting, "In there now!" The trio leapt into the cave as the canoe crashed against the rock. Inside the cave, a warm fire crackled with the smell of firewoods. An elderly wise woman, Mama Afolabi, welcomed them. Mama Afolabi was smiling and says, "You are safe now, Ade, my son. The gods sent me to guide you." Ade gratefully says, "Thank you, Mama Afolabi. We are on our quest to defeat Ologbo." Mama Afolabi nodded, offering them food and shelter. Mama Afolabi revealed ancient scrolls holding secrets of the Yoruba gods. She says to Ade, "Study this, your destiny awaits." Ade devoted himself to the scroll which Mama Afolabi handed to him, unlocking hidden knowledge. As he studied, Akinko shared his past with Iyabo. Akinko sadly says to Iyabo, "I lost my families to Ologbo's cruelty. I seek revenge." And Iyabo wisely replied Akinko, saying, "Revenge won't bring peace, only justice will." Akinko nodded, resolving to protect Ade at all costs. Meanwhile, Ologbo plotted with his dark allies. Ologbo menacingly says, "Capture Ade and the prophecy dies. Our power will reign." The minions dispersed into the forest, seeking Ade. Mama Afolabi led Ade, Akinko and Iyabo to the Cave of Whispers. Mama Afolabi says, "This Cave of Whispers holds ancient secrets. Listen carefully, Ade." Akinko and Iyabo and Ade entered alongside, surrounded by whispering voices. The voices revealed hidden truths, Ologbo's weakness, the location of the powerful Ifa stones, and the path to the dark sorcerer's layers. Ade determined with courage alongside. He says, "We have a plan. Let's defeat Ologbo." Iyabo smiled. Iyabo says, "The gods guide you, Ade. Your bravery will surely prevail." With the newfound knowledge, Ade, Akinko and Iyabo left the cave. Ade resolutely says, "We'll gather the Ifa stone and confront Ologbo." The trio ventured into the unknown, ready for the challenges ahead. As they journeyed, the forest transformed into a realm of illusion. Ade, Akinko and Iyabo navigated through deceptive landscapes. Ade faced a mirrored maze, reflection of himself staring back. Ade was so confused and says, Which part is real? Iyabo's voice echoed. Iyabo says, trust your instincts, Ade. Your heart knows the way. Ade focused, finding the true parts. Akinkun's confronted his inner demons, manifesting as dark shadows. Akinkun resolutely says, I won't be haunted by my past. The shadows were dissipated and Akinkun emerged stronger and more focused. Iyabo faced a trial of courage. Standing before a seemingly bottomless pit, Iyabo calmly used her inner peace and says, faith conquers fear. Iyabo stepped forward with courage, and the pit transformed into a solid path. The triad reunited, their bonds strengthened, Ade smiling together with everyone and says, we are unstoppable. The scene faded, their journey continued.